So if you've got one of these Metra fairings and these ferrules won't, the plastic, the ABS plastic is getting cracked out around the outside of the ferrule. I had that happen on the center post before, and I have a separate video on how to repair that center post. But I've got one that is in really bad shape here, and I've already gone ahead and cleaned it up down to what's left as far as solid material. So the plan now is, instead of having to try to use this and try and glue it in, which I don't believe works very well, I've modeled a couple of different pieces. This is just 3D printed. This is the outer hub, and you can see it's got the diameter of that nub that was left on the fairing. This is just under 1 inch in diameter, and the delta between the closest part at the top of the fairing and the bottom part, because it is at an angle, is 1/4 of an inch. It fits really, really well. I 3D printed it just to make sure before I wasted my time machining it on a lathe. And then here's the inner plug. This diameter here is the same diameter as when you pull this out of the fairing, and ultimately this goes down into the fairing, and then this goes over the top. This all gets glued, and ultimately that little nub that's left in the fairing fits into that area there, and the epoxy then bonds the whole structure together. The ABS plastic was just turned on my trusty Chinese lathe, and I just picked up some ABS rod from Amazon. Where the ferrule used to be in there. I'll use this, which these are just 3D modeled. Ultimately, these will be made out of ABS plastic. That fits right into the ferrule real well. And then the part that's going to do all the bonding and the strength is going to be this piece here. This is going to go over the outside, bond itself to the face of the fairing, as well as to the outside of the old post. So that fits in like this. But I need to test out a few of the epoxies. Initially, that center post, I used this PC, what was it called? PC Products. It was a panel bonding adhesive, and I wanted to try something a little bit better. This is a Plexus meth acrylate type of adhesive. It's used heavily in the marine industry. It's specifically for bonding ABS plastic and hard plastics like nylon. Here's a piece of ABS rod. I did a couple of tests. Here was the PC Products, and then here was the Plexus. And I made 2 rods. Here was the PC Products, the panel bond adhesive, and here is the Plexus, and I've got a 10-pound weight hanging off it. As soon as I applied the 10-pound weight, they're both at the same distance, 2 inches from the joint. As soon as I applied the 10-pound weight, the PC Products? Yeah, PC Products panel bond adhesive broke immediately, and you can see it had really good contact, and the Plexus looks pretty good. I'm gonna do a couple of shock tests on this now. Just go ahead and drop this 10-pound weight and see if you can see how that rod's bending when I'm just bouncing off of this. All right, there we go, finally broke. So, not scientific by any measure, but I think it's a substantial improvement over the panel bond adhesive. So this is what it looks like after you finish bonding the ABS plastic outer hub and inner plug into the dry fitting the outer fairing. I want to make sure that the angle of that ABS hub assembly is on the money, so all the other screws are in. All 6 of them, is the 7th one here, and This is the pilot hole, and it just drops right in. And you can see it's nicely centered there. So I can go ahead and drill and tap that, install that insert, and we should be good to go. I went ahead and drilled and tapped this ABS plastic assembly, 3/8/16, which allowed these repair inserts to just thread right in. I did set that threaded insert with that same bonding epoxy, so it still went in there a little snug, but it went in nice and flush. So there we have it, the finished product, and this is on there nice and solid. I mean, it pulled up nice and tight. You can see the inner fairing kind of pulling to meet the outer fairing. So I felt like it's a real good bond, real good solution for that Metra inner fairing problem with that ABS just fractures over time.